my name is Carly, my pronouns are they them, and welcome to another installment of my writing vlog. As of now, I'm anticipating this to be the last installment of season 2.0. There might be some, I don't know, 2.1 or something, like little bits and pieces coming later, but on this vlog, I'm documenting me writing a first draft while I'm also running my indie imprint and having a 9 to 5. And my current project, the Sealskin Throne, is in its very last chapters. Today, I've started chapter 23, which is likely to be the last chapter of the main body. I usually add a little epilogue, so that's probably coming as well. But the main focus, apart from the finishing of this project, is also working in beta reader feedback for one of my older manuscripts, A Season of Frost to Blossom, which I'm wanting to send out to more people, but after I've created a new draft. So that's sort of the objective of this week. This is the Thanksgiving weekend. My company, although my office is in Oxford, we are also having a long weekend to mirror our colleagues in the US. So I actually will have 4 days this week to write, to draft, to add feedback, and create a new draft for Season of Frost Blossom, which is why I'm intending to finish the Sealskin Throne in the early part of the week, and from Thursday onwards concentrate on a Season of Frost to Blossom, because usually what works best for me is if I do another whole pass through the manuscript. It's going to be complicated because I left myself a ton of comments, and it's going to be something where I really need to go deep, and I don't really enjoy that. But once I get going, so the threshold is quite high, and then once I'm there, it's okay. Let's deal with it and get it done. But so yeah, so it's I'm going to take my laptop out this weekend and sit somewhere in a coffee shop and do it. I also, because sort of the week leading up to Black Friday, I've just ordered a fair couple of, I think, 3 notebooks that are fountain ink, um, what do you say? So where the paper quality is well enough, so I can actually write in them, good enough to write in them with a fountain pen, because I've recently got a bit overboard and gone back into my fascination with fountain pens and nice inks and stuff. So yeah, because of the great discounts that are available at the moment, I thought, okay, let's invest in the future of this vlog, and yeah, just get some beautiful books that will make the writing experience so much more lovely than it is when you have sort of a crappy notebook, really. Um, it's so weird that, yeah, I mentioned before that my life is not very aesthetic, but I really like the at least attempt to beautify your process. And I can show them again. I bought some really nice inks. So this is sort of a darkish green. It's called teal, but I don't think it's really teal. And sort of a grayish purple, which I also really like. So yeah, I'm trying to get more into that kind of writing again and be able to use my 2 fountain pens that I now have. I bought like a little converter for the Parker one, so I don't need to buy these incredibly expensive ink cartridges that I didn't realize how expensive they were when I started on the whole Parker thing. And I'll show you once the package arrives, and then also, yeah, where we go from here. It's a bit weird to sort of say this is probably the last installment of the season. Um, But I'm also really looking forward to taking a break over like the Christmas holidays. I'm going back to Germany and to be with my family, and to be honest, it would be really nice to just have some time off, allow myself the grace to actually rest. I mean, I'm going to see friends and there's going to be lots of stuff to do. I'm not quite sure whether uh I want to write while I'm there, but usually it turns out that sort of either I get a new idea and I'm sort of collecting ideas, or what's also very likely to happen is that just before, because I dread having this empty space, because I will wait at airports and whatnot, and I really hate not having something to do then, so I might actually start something new pretty quickly again. I don't know. We'll see. Um, Usually I shoot myself in the foot, but I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, let's wrap this baby up and see you in a bit. It's Wednesday, and before I show you the usual market haul, although it's a really small one, huge news. I finished the Sealskin Throne. And immediately I sort of teetered over the edge and fell into the almost unavoidable sort of after it's almost like a hangover, like a manuscript hangover. And you, or at least I, am sort of starting to grasp at new ideas, because this time it didn't actually happen like with Dragon Watch, that I got an idea on the finish, like on the race towards the finishing line. It's more of a yes, I know there's sort of the volume after Dragon Watch in the Tales of the Uncursed series is sort of looming, but I don't really want to tackle that yet. So today, after I'd run all my lunchtime chores, I actually sat down with my list. I have like a little document on my phone where whenever I sort of an idea pops in my head, it's going on the list. So I've basically looked over that list, and so what jumps out to me for working on next. Um, And apart from the fact that I really should finish the Ravenquill, which is the manuscript that I put aside some time ago, actually in spring this year, but that's almost finished. Um, I think I know which direction I'm going. I think I want to do another shorter one, like around again 50,000 words, another standalone, and it's again like a almost like a deep dive into history of my world. Because that's why I love these little standalones so much, because there's a spotlight into a specific time period. I've even thought about because, for example, Joe Abercrombie goes sort of from in the world of the First Law, and then Age of Madness goes from sort of medievalish to um, industrial revolutionish. And I've actually thought about doing like a gas lamp fantasy type thing. And I think that's coming, but that's going to be in the future. I think before I want to go really far beyond. I've done like one little novella that's set in sort of the age of heroes, um, but like most important stuff is already in place. But I want to go even further back. Um, Basically, um, yeah, just tell myself the backstory for something that happens in Dragon Watch. And actually, Slow Moon, all 6 volumes of it developed as me wanting to tell one specific historical event in the history of the country. Uh, there was supposed to be a trilogy, and then it became 6 volumes. I don't even know the proper term for that. I need to look it up. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm officially crossed over into the idea gathering phase, and I'm now pulling together um, sort of things that I've jotted down somewhere and things I always wanted to try. Um, and what's also nice is that I can have most of the dragons again, and I really miss them. So yeah, because the fourth volume of the Tales of the Uncurse is probably not. It's going to have dragons in them, but not as many as Dragon Watch. And to proceed to the market hall, cabbage, because I'm hyperfixating on cabbage at the moment. But probably when the cabbage season is the way to do it. Then some onions, because I think I used my last one yesterday when I made like a sweet potato and onion and paprika soup. And then um, I went to the library to give back some books, and there was like a donation thing with like um, some, I think some plants and some odd bits, and I got these three cooking apples. So I think what I'm going to do is to do some buckwheat with like brown sugar, cream, and stewed apples or something nice. And the reason why I also wanted to go to the library because I picked up The Everlasting by Alex E. Harrow. I am deeply influenced by Reads with Rachel to check this one out. When this popped up on my local library catalogue, I put myself on the waiting list immediately and it finally arrived. So yeah, it's like after I'm reading The Thief of Night by Holly Black at the moment. Um, Usually sort of the more paranormal romance, contemporary fantasy isn't that sort of my thing that much, but I really enjoy the shadow magic in Book of Night and Thief of Night. So yeah, I'm looking forward to exploring all that. I've just started, and then afterwards the Everlasting, and then we'll make up our own minds. But I realize I'm often very much influenced by everyone on BookTube and Bookstagram. I think mostly BookTube because I really connect more with long form content, and then I just see what I can get. Um, yeah, just to test it out and also to support my local library because I really want to do that. I'm also trying to organize like a little launchy thing for Everything the Sun Touches in March with them. And that's going to kick into gear sort of in January, February time when all the organization stuff is starting up. So that's where we are. And I think I'm going to end the season 2 of this vlog here with sort of an idea where I'm going. And what I was thinking is that I'm going to basically give an overview over what's to come. Maybe even if I really start sort of writing, um, that I start vlogging it, but not releasing the videos after next like beginning of next year, just so I can actually take a bit of a break from editing and uploading and actually having some Christmas holidays. I mean, what I mean by vlogging is literally just what I've been doing, so just documenting little snippets like where I'm sitting with my writing and what's happening. Um, yeah, I think that's probably it. And thank you so much for being along for the ride. this one has been an odd one. Like 8 installments compared to 22, but it sort of makes sense. Um, and then, yeah, I can feel my brain kicking into gear, and that's both a scary and an exciting part. Idea gathering is, I feel that it's speeding up. I used to take longer breaks between projects, but I think now, sort of since the pandemic, the sense of mortality has very much kicked in, and that's the fallout from that. But yes, if you would like to be kept updated with the third season, the third first draft that I'm starting here on my writing vlog in this year, no, next year, but sort of in quite a short time. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up. If you want to, you can also be notified for my videos. And if you would like to sample my writing, if you sign up at the link in the description box where you can sign up for my newsletter, I'm going to send you a EPUB of the first volume of my Slow Moon series as a sign-up gift. Well, friends, we did it again. And we're going to continue doing it. I'm so glad you're here. I'll see you soon. And take care.